My name is Janice Peers and I am the owner-operator of the Hair Fair in Oyen.
I would describe the Hair Fair as a family full-service salon. I have been in this business for 36 years, and this was my first business, so this is my baby. Yes, for 36 years. I started out actually across the street where which is now part of the coffee bar. It used to be Man's Barbershop, and they were good family friends, and I started there in January of 1993 or 83, and then I moved here in 93. So I've been in this building for 26 years. Yes, I am. I was born and raised on a farm just north of Oyen here and did all my schooling in Oyen. And then I took off to Calgary to take my hairdressing training and returned back here in June and got married in August. It's been, well, it has its highs and lows. You know, I've seen it all in 36 years. I've ridden out good years. I've ridden out through some bad years, but all in all, it's a great place to work. I love the people. This is where I want to be. Well, I guess I always wanted to be a hairdresser, and when I finished high school, I proceeded to take my training, and it was just a natural fit to come home. I was engaged to be married, so this was where my business was going to be. First the formal training was in Calgary at Jacobson's Hair Academy. And then back in my day, you didn't have to apprentice for 1,400 hours. You could write your government test and do a government practical test, and you had a license. And as far as the rest, just learning as you go. You know what? There really are no big issues. I guess running a business is like, I don't know what to say. There really isn't any big issues. I mean, you just chug along day by day, and whatever comes at you, you deal with. So I think my most satisfying moment, well, there's very many of them over my 36 years, but really the most satisfying moment is the look on your client's face when they're happy, and you know they're happy. For me, I was just young, really young and stupid, I guess, and I felt that I could do whatever I wanted. I suppose if I'd been older and maybe thought about a few more things, I might not have jumped into it with both feet, but really, sometimes ignorance is good. You just go for it. There is effects, and we're both very busy people, and we have one son, and there was times you missed things because you had to work, and there was finding a work-home balance, and I guess it just happens over time, and you just deal with it when you have to deal with it.
But it's almost better than having that 9 to 5 always being away. With an entrepreneur, you can kind of pick your hours.
No. When you're an entrepreneur, you're pretty much a 24/7, and no, I don't cut hair at midnight, but work is always there. You have to. It's always there. If there's, something happens, if the water heater goes, that's your problem. You got to make sure there's enough money coming in every month. I have staff to pay. You're responsible for all the bills. So, no, sometimes I think, grass always looks greener. Probably isn't, but you just think, maybe a 9 to 5 wouldn't be so bad. Just book your holidays and go. I hear that story lots. You're your own boss. You can do what you want, but really, when you're your own boss, everybody's your boss. That's the reality of being your own boss. So I would say, I don't know whether to give myself any advice. I would say maybe find that balance of work and home sooner. You just put your all into it. And I was married for 10 years before we had families, so it was just me and my husband. So it was pretty easy to, we both worked full time, plus he farmed on the side, and work was really all we did. You work hard, you play hard, and so I would say maybe, putting a little bit more into my family. You miss a lot, and I can't get that time back, but it's gone now. So I just got to look forward from here. And now at my age, when we're looking more at the retirement, maybe that'll happen for us. So I think to be a successful entrepreneur, depending what business you're in mine, you have to be a people person. You have to be very dedicated to your work. And you have to enjoy what you're doing every day. And if you enjoy it, it's really not work. I've never in this whole time ever came to work and thought, I don't want to be here. Sometimes it's a little tough to get here, but once I walk through that back door, I'm happy to be here. And I can say that totally honestly. I would say, truly, if it's your passion, go for it. I would just go, just do what you want to do. You'll never regret it. And never take no for an answer. I would say our whole town, actually our whole special areas. We need growth here. We need people to be moving into our special areas, because I always say it this way, there's a piece of pie and you only get a slice of it, right? And so people's money has to be spent in so many different ways. So we need to bring more people into the special areas. Therefore, I think all of our businesses will thrive. Why wouldn't they? Really, it really is the best place to live, to raise a family. I guess I'm not a city girl, so small town life is the best. We have everything. We have everything that you can need in the special areas, I think. We just need more people. It's going to be okay. That's something I say to myself anyway. It's going to be okay. When you're riding out the rumbles, when it's just like, it's going to be okay. That I guess is what I would say to myself more than anything.